Hello stars, I'm here to do a banishing spell. The type of spell that I'm about to do isn't just for banishing. It's for whenever you want to cause some abrupt change. And the reason is that it is a fire spell, and it is a fire spell that burns very fast. For this reason, you will need to have a flame-proof surface, and you will want to be outside, somewhere well ventilated at the very least, because it will produce some smoke. Your surface should be flame-proof. You don't want to burn this on a wood table. The table I'm using is metal ceramic tile. And then I have this metal tray and a metal candle holder that I've already tested to see that it fits my candle once it is fixed. Okay. This is mainly just a demonstration, but I never waste a spell. So, one thing that you're going to need is a petition, and say this is called a Candlebomb. I didn't completely invent this. I had another witch that she mentioned that she had done something like this before, and I took that little idea and I ran with it. So it's not completely my idea, but that's how the witch's cookies crumble. That's how you get Hansel and Gretel. We're not eating children tonight. Okay, so I'm going to banish these three things. Now, it's not super serious, but these three things are really a pain in my ass. So I've got disorganization, fatigue, and ill health, and fucks. I don't want to have any fucks to give. Pretty big. It's kind of a tall order, especially for me, because I tend to give too many fucks. I don't want to give any fucks. I have a white emergency candle. It's better that you use a small taper, one that will fit your petition, and one that will also fit your candle holder. Now, like I said, very important, it's a metal candle holder. If this was glass, it could possibly shatter. Okay, very important. Another thing that I have here is some cotton string, because this is also not only a banishing, but it is also a binding. First you bind it, then you banish it the way it's gone. Okay, so I have cotton string because cotton burns very well. And you can get this at a craft store, sometimes even a hardware store. Of course, I have a witch's favorite marker, Sharpies, to write my petition. A lighter. Okay, now I'm going to go over the herbs that we're going to be using. I have white pepper. Now the white pepper is very much like black pepper. The difference is that it is not black. I don't know. I don't know what that implies, because there's no magical associations for white pepper versus black pepper. It should be exactly the same. But to me, it represents like a white hot flame, for example, as opposed to something that is burned and burning slower. I think that this will burn faster. I have some ground jalapeno pepper. You could substitute any hot peppers for these, for this kind of spell, for this banishing spell. These are the ones that I picked, and jalapenos are very much a Texas thing, and I'm originally from Texas. I don't know, I just like jalapenos. And I wanted something a little different to work with. Hot peppers. Hot peppers, you can use red peppers, you can use habanero, you can use chilies. Cayenne is great, I love cayenne. Okay, another ingredient. Sulfur. This is some powdered sulfur. And I have some of my previously made black salt. The black salt that I made is still wet. Still working on it, and I don't need it wet. And wait for it to crystallize too, because I like that cool part. Right here I have my Witch Fire Banishing and Protection Oil. And it has things like cloves and cinnamon and red pepper and cayenne pepper and dragon's blood. I also have some sage to burn afterwards. I have a coconut shell to mix my herbs in. And because when you banish something, you need to refill that void that you've created. By banishing, you have to fill it up with something positive, so I have a singing bowl to play after I'm finished to invite in some positive energy, and then I'll go and I'll do something positive, something I enjoy. We'll see what that is. I really enjoy making these videos. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so I've got my petition here. I've got my candle. Okay, I'm gonna start. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. What the heck? I'm not gonna roll anything right now. First, I've got to mix my powders. So, I'm gonna move this right here because I need a little room to work. Sulfur. Very fiery energy right there. That's enough. Don't want too much. When you're working with hot peppers and the possibility of burning them, you can burn your eyes, so be very careful. Okay, just stay out of the smoke once you start burning it. I'm trying to be quiet, and I hope this is recording well because it's 5 a.m. and it's still dark outside, and I live in a close neighborhood, you know. Neighbors, try not to be too loud. can use this to banish anything. You can use it to banish a person in your life that you need out of your life permanently and quickly. You can use it banishing obstacles, of course. And this is sort of obstacles, these kind of like bad habits slash just bad juju all around. It's not good stuff. These things that are holding me back, I want them gone. You betcha. Since they're already powdered, I'm just breaking up clumps with my Sharpie. Mixing it really well. Say you needed some emergency cash. Instead of a banishing spell, it could be a get money spell. But you'll have to do it, different herbs, different intent. One thing, like when I'm gonna roll the paper with the candle, I'm gonna roll it away from me to banish. But if it was something I wanted to come to me, I would roll it towards me. Understand? Every time. Ooh. Boy, that's hot. I got a little on me. It's not bad. Don't eat it. It's not gonna hurt me because it's not enough silver to do any harm. But you're not supposed to eat this. But it was an interesting sensation, I gotta say. Okay, that's mixed pretty well now. This is one of those handle metal holders, and this tray has a well in it, and it's raised in the middle, so I can use these to sprinkle things to add to my spell. And one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this oil into the tray area. Of my candle holder. Somebody was having trouble with this dog. I try to be a courteous witch. I don't want to disturb anybody, for fuck's sake. It's a candle. Put that down for now. I'm going to pour some of this oil. I've got a lot of it. So, might as well use it. I'll be putting some of this oil up. I'll be putting some of this oil up on my website. It probably would not be enough oil unless you bought a large quantity to do what I'm doing here. But I'm the maker. It comes with perks. You make your own. You can do it. There's nothing stopping you. I told you what's in it. Make your own oil. So there you go. Okay, so before I roll it, I'm going to go ahead and use some of the oil that's in this tray to dress the candle. And I'm dressing it away from me, as you can see. You hear that? Comment if you can hear that. Come on, he needs to go to work. I laid the candle on the petition. And I'm sprinkling it on the oil candle. Sprinkling that pepper sulfur mixture on the candle. I just invented this particular mixture of sulfur, jalapeno, and white pepper, but I can tell you I already love it, and I'm going to call it white hot powder. And if you use it, just give me credit. That's all. Because I like it. I can feel how cool it is. And it's not too hot. I don't feel like I'm going to die. I have an affinity for hot pepper, but not that much. Okay. Now I have rolled it away from me, as I have previously said. Now I got my string. I feel in here, this is the butt end of the candle. This is the wick up here. Now, candle's actually more in this area right here. But all of this is going to burn. Okay, I'm going to start from the butt end of the candle. And I'm going to wrap away from me with the string that just got away from me. I'm going to go ahead and go back down, and then I'm going to go back up again. I was using the flame over here to cut it off. I'm going to cut the tail, I'm going to tie off the tail ends together on the string here. Now, I'm going to put some more oil on the string. Now, as I was wrapping, I was thinking of what I'm getting rid of. And I'm doing that now as well. If you mess up and you forget to go the proper direction, don't worry about it. Just stop what you're doing, reset, refocus, and go the right direction. And I'm really dressing this again with oil because I want it to absorb into the string. I'm going to put this in the actual bowl itself and start dressing this with the powder. And it's sticking because of the string. This would be great if you had an emergency money problem and you needed to get a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time. Absolutely. It would work very well for that. Okay. See, this candle is dressed. I'm going to go ahead and put the butt end of the candle in the metal candle holder. Push it down in. I wish I really brought something to wipe my hands off with. Pepper is starting to get to me. Underside of an outdoor table. Ceramic tile. Great abrasive. At least it gets some of that shit off. Oh my god. Do not rub your eyes after touching this. But it's making my nose run. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to be gross. Okay, now I'm going to visualize. I'm going to gather energy from the universe itself. I'm going to raise my hands up. And between my hands, I'm going to visualize a sphere of energy. And I'm going to draw that sphere of energy from the cosmic void, and it's going to look like blackness, because we're banishing. I'm gathering that up. And I'm creating a ball of energy. Visualizing this ball of energy is going to blast away my disorganized habits. It's going to blast away any pain and fatigue and illness that I've been experiencing. And it's going to blast away any fucks I give. Stand back, fellas. If it goes out, that means there's resistance. You don't give up when there's resistance. You keep burning it. What we're burning is the paper. So we're trying to reach the wick at this point. Trying to get that wax to melt. Come on, baby. Light her up. There we go. Never gonna get a little resistance. Slow us down. Black salt. Banish. 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 Be careful around fire, children. Right now I can smell the cinnamon and the oil. This would be a proper spell for only things that you want to happen quickly and that you can handle abrupt change. Sometimes abrupt change can be uncomfortable. don't use this for weight loss. You could hurt yourself. It's pretty good at finding a job. Pretty good at getting somebody out of jail, too. This could go on a very long time. It burns very quickly, but you need to watch it. You can't just go away from it. However, I'm going to go ahead and set this aside for right now. While this burns. I've already put my intent in it. So now I need to bring some positive energy in. As this continues to burn, I'm filling in the holes with positive energy. I'm going to burn some sage. This sage is not endangered. This sage is grown in a garden. Since I'm doing this on myself, I am using the sage on myself. This candle isn't playing. The sun's starting to come up. It's pre-dawn. I could see the twilight on the sky. And it makes me think about how these things that are being banished. And as I draw in positive energy, the sun's going to be coming up. It's pretty cool. And that, dear stars, is how you do a Candlebomb spell. Visit me on crystalstarwitchery.com. Sparkle on.